Existem filmes que tocam vidas das pessoas.
A sua luta deve ser na oração.
Você foi um pai bom o suficiente. Não quero ser apenas bom o suficiente.
Vai, vai! Esses filmes foram dirigidos por esse cara aqui, Alex Kendrick. Alex, when did you feel that you wanted to be a filmmaker?
It started when I was very young, and I had the desire to tell stories that would touch the heart. God had to build my faith first, and so I actually started making my first movie at the age of 32. I wanted to do it earlier, but God said, "You're not ready yet."
And how was for you to have all this youth passion and desire and fire, and then to hear, wait?
It's very hard when God says, wait, but He knows you're not ready. It's almost like cooking a dinner in the oven, and you cannot take it out too soon. It has to cook until it's finished. And the Lord said, you need more time to cook. But when it was time, He blessed it, and it's been better than I ever imagined.
Produce your first movie. Did you have the means to do it?
No. The first one I made for only one theater in our town. And I got support just from a few people. And it was very hard, but we prayed a lot. And when the movie came out, everybody went to see it. And it did very well. So I learned, if God tells you to do something, do not quit until He is finished. And so even when it looks like it's not going to work.
You went to Hollywood
Yes.
for the second movie. You wanted to pitch the idea. How was it?
They did not like it. It made me very angry. And God had to remind me that I am going to give you the idea. You don't need to worry about Hollywood. So I learned something with every movie that I did, to trust God more and more and to wait on His ideas. There's a difference between a good idea and a God idea, and I learned to pray for God ideas.
You came back home and you had to leave the lesson that you taught in the movie, right?
I say something in the movie that I was not doing in real life, so I was a hypocrite. And so God said, you need to learn these lessons too before I take you further. And so He kept teaching me, and when I learned it, He would then go forward.
Then something happened with the music,
Yes.
and that put you guys in another track.
Right. We were trying to get permission to use a song, and we did not know that that company was one of the companies from Sony. And so when I got my heart right, that link was made, and Sony called us and said, we want your movie. And
Wow.
so that was incredible.
That was God saying,
Yes.
it's me.
Yes, that's right.
Foundation is prayer, right?
Yes.
And something happened in one scene, Facing the Giant,
Yes.
that it's very famous.
We were running out of time to finish shooting a scene, a very important scene outside, because the storm was coming. And we prayed and we asked God to stop the rain. And the rain literally stopped across the street. It was raining across the street, but not on us. And we finished shooting the scene. When we were done, then the rain came. So it was incredible to see God do that.
In each movie, God, it's laying a foundation.
Yes.
Your first movie was about business and being ethical. Then you made one about faith. Then you had one about marriage. Then you made one about manhood. And then you did one about prayer. So tell us about this new movie, Mais Que Vencedores.
It is important to know how to define yourself. Our identity does not come from our feelings or what the world says. Our identity should come from the one who created us. God knows us more than we know ourselves. He loves us more than anyone loves us. And He has the authority to tell us who we are. And so when we listen to the Lord, that is the most stable foundation for our identity.
You had fear in the beginning,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So what you have to say to those people who know they carry something, but they are not doing it yet?
one of my favorite verses is Jeremiah 29:13. God says, if you seek me, you will find me if you seek me with all your heart. When we seek God with all of our heart, He will prepare us for the day we begin using those gifts. If we want to do it for ourselves, we'll be waiting a long time. So when I learned to devote it to the Lord and to wait on His timing, He blessed it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was an honor.
Thank you. Good to talk to you.
Não percam o filme Mais Que Vencedores, que estreia nos cinemas do Brasil no dia 21 de novembro. Um abraço e até mais.